Hi guys, welcome to Badminton for Kids. I thought this is going to be quite a fun video where I want to analyze a mixed double game recently. It was actually yesterday with my daughter Maylin and her partner Aaron. And they play against some really good kids. So this is Zuni from Christchurch and this Eric, who used to be in Christchurch but now he's in Auckland. So this was at the Wellington Under 15s tournament. And Zuni won the single by quite a big margin. She's just incredibly fast, and when she rushed to the net, she could do some really nice net spin. Eric, full of trick shot, so fast. He's a bit of an entertainer when it comes on badminton court as well, and he came second. So on paper, you know, these two is a mile ahead of Maylin and Aaron. And the first set as show, they lost 21-7. So at mid-game, I gave them new tactics for them to employ. And, you know, I think it kind of worked because they lost the second one 21-19, which is a huge improvement over 21-7. So before I start, I thought I'd share with you some basic fundamentals of mixed double, really. So girls typically be in the front court, boys will be typically at the back court. So the roles of the girls is really, first of all, three-man role to kill the shuttles. So when, you know, the boys smash or whatever, nice simple shot come up, kill the shuttle. As they get better, they're going to kill more and more difficult shuttles coming back. But they had to put that pressure on. Second role of the girls is to force a lift, which meant it could be like, you know, a block, a net spin or whatever. Because the moment you get the lift, you're going to be in control and the boy can smash. The third role is that she had to intercept. So anything within about this kind of height, she had to try to get quick and get intercept. And the more you try, the more you fail, the more mistakes you make, the better you will be at intercepting. And that is about reading the play, about reaction time, about positioning as well. So a lot goes in to making an interception. It's not as easy as it sounds. The boy at the back, obviously, you have to smash and keep the pressure on where they can. Because he has more time to see the shuttle, he has to make really smart decisions so that they don't give the advantage away. The other thing the boys have to make sure is that they have to structure their game in a way so that the front court, the girls can come in and help. Because if they hit not in a way, you know, for example, let's say if Maylin in the middle here, and all Aaron does is match really close to the center line here. Don't get me wrong, right? You know, like if he gets a winner, great. But when their shuttles come back, it will be very difficult for the front court girl to able to intercept unless she overcommit to be over here. Or if, you know, she's here and Aaron's here and he decides to go cross court, that shuttle will go sailing past Maylin and there's no way they can intercept. So kind of things like that. There are ways that you can hit so that you can get the girls to be more involved. And there are ways that you can hit and the girls just do nothing but to watch the shuttles. So when you start doing that, you're going to do a lot of 1v2. You're going to get really tired and you're probably going to be quite annoyed at saying, why is the girls not helping me? I'm doing all the work. But it's actually not the females' fault. It's more like the way they structure their game. So really important that they understand that it's a game of double. The more they can rely on each other, the better it will be, okay? So this first serve, so let's see. Yeah. That's fine. So a couple good points from that rally. That was a very nice and controlled rally from both sides. I'll go back to the serve first. So I really like this movement. So if you're a front court player, the moment you go to the backhand, it's so important you switch leg and get ready for the interception immediately. I wish that Maylin could bring that racket hand up to here rather than down here, because then she has more chance to intercept. Remember, the other big thing is that when your racket's up here like this, the opponent will see it. So they will naturally hit higher as well. So sometimes you just have to physically be there. The racket has to be physically be there, and that is already good enough to force the different shots out of your opponent. Okay, so this is nice. So this is the kind of shot that is quite difficult to play The big reason is that because you're so close to the net, which means you're very close to the back line on the other side, it doesn't take a lot of power to send the shuttles out. Secondly, you are still moving really fast in order to get to the shuttle, so you have a lot of energy going into the shuttles, and yet somehow you have to control that length. I haven't practiced this with my Lynn, and in this game she had quite a few out, so we probably have to work on this. You know, this shot of going to the back here is something I play quite a lot, but my one don't go out. I need to train her to do that. Good backhand. So when you have a good pair, you know, once the girl hit the shot that Maylin just did here, if you watch, as you can see, she immediately rushed forwards, right? Because any block back to the net, that will be her shot, and Aaron can then slot to the back. So the girl, I think that's one of the other big important points the girls had to do, is that she has to make really decisive movements. If she just hang around here, not moving anywhere, the boys will definitely just hang around here and not moving anywhere either. But the moment the girl make a move, the boys will know, she gone forward, I'm going to slide back and cover at the back. So yes, that girls have to make movements. Okay, so in the first set, that cross court from Eric, Maylin just couldn't get the shot. And the big part of it is because she just didn't expect that to come. That shot there is an extremely difficult shot, and not many people, you know, in New Zealand or around the world that can actually do this, you know, junior as well as adults. And I guess that's why you want to play in competition. You want to play against really good players. Not only they are faster, stronger, but the quality of the shots and the shots that they can do are just something you just don't expect when you play against a lower level player. So it will take time to adjust, and once you start realizing the potential, the possibility of where the shuttles can go, and be more prepared mentally and physically, you'll be able to react and get to the shots better. So that was really nice that Maylin was able to, you know, come across and get that cross court. That shot there, it's about trying to understand that you don't need to hit the winner all the time. Eric was already scrambling on his backhand, right? Even that was to land on the line, Eric would have been fast enough to come across and get the shuttles. And when he gets to the shuttle, he's going to clear, and Aaron going to start to control the shuttle from up here, from a height. So Maylin didn't have to go for the line, just, you know, drop about here on the inside line, and that would have been good enough to force that lift from Eric. So the front court player, yeah, you don't have to go for the line all the time. Just keep it in and just keep the pressure on. This was a lucky point. So the serve came, and if you watch this was an over total commit by Aaron. He was just standing still when that shuttle came back. So you can imagine if that shuttle had gone behind Maylin's head, they both gonna turn around, look at their shuttles. You know, no one was gonna get there, which is impossible. So that was a wrong choice of shot. Right, as you play with good player, you need to expect that shuttle to return. He needs to hit a shot, somehow keep on putting pressure, but he has to be able to move back here immediately. So we were very lucky with that point there. Another lucky point. Okay, so let's look at the good and the bad. Okay, see if you guys agree with me. So the serve came, that's fine, a block, cross court block. Zuna did a cross court block over here as well. So Maylin decided to lift. So she could have easily pushed that shuttle down here, because she hit that shuttle about there, which is not very far below net height, right? Certainly part of Maylin games that she needs to have more confidence to do net spin and a little push. But that's okay. This was a very difficult shot for Eric to put any power into it, and that's why Maylin was able to read the game and come across. Right? Now what she done wrong here is that after she hit the shot, see how she recovered right back to almost a baseline here? She should have stayed where it is, and if she had stayed where she was, she would have been able to intercept that shuttle a lot higher instead of all the way down here, right? And same as there, she should have goes there and stayed there and rack it up, because if she was over here with a racket up, Eric would not have been able to push that shuttle as flat, right? So as a girl at the front court, I think it's really important to be really aggressive with your position, because you can see here, after Maylin hit that shot and she come back, Aaron had to almost stay in the middle as well, because he couldn't cover here, Maylin couldn't cover, he couldn't cover this side, he has to cover this side because Maylin couldn't cover that whole side either. So he was like more like her backup rather than help to cover the rest of the court, right? So you see how they both go left and right, which is not a good way to play badminton, okay? And then when Eric pushes a shot here, once again, there's an overcommit of a shot by Aaron. He was trying too hard to swing. He should have just skipped across, touched the shuttle, and just get ready for the next one. And let's see this. Okay, and as you can see here, when Eric did the shot, you watch, there's no split step on Eric. You can see there's a little small split step by Maylin, but there's no split step by Eric. Watch. And that's why he couldn't skip across. He was falling across because there was nothing in his leg to push himself across to get ready. So Aaron, if you're watching this, we have to work on your split step and your bounce, buddy. And it will help you so much more, okay? So, okay, lucky boy. Next one. Okay, terrible really. And I'll tell you why. Let's see if you know why. Oh, too late, sorry. Okay. So as you can see, Maylin came forward with a hand like this. Yeah? So the moment you came forward with your hand like this, guess what happened? You're waiting for the shuttle to come down to your racket. And that's just too low. Okay? And it's something that a lot of front court player really need to learn as well, is you have to attack the shuttle rather than wait for it to arrive. So the more you can reach forward to the shuttle, the more likely you can hit at the higher contact points, and you can brush down, you can do cross court a lot easier, you can do a little push a lot easier. But when you hit that low, that close to the net, you have to lift. So, you know, that lift is fine. You know, she gave it plenty of height, so she has enough time to go back. She's quite calm coming back. But I'm just saying, if you're able to reach a shuttle early and higher, then you don't have to lift as much. So this is fine that Maylin's back. She should run forward, but that's okay. She hit this shot. Right, after she hit this, she could see that Aaron could smash, so she came forward. So this is fine. But those two shots was not. Now, as you can see, so, and you see this in a lot of junior players as well as like lower level players as well, is that the shuttle's already gone back. You're already off balance, right? So by the time you want to hit this, you have to drive a huge amount of body weight forward, and he did a great job to push his body weight forward. That's why he can move forward. But the problem is that he would then, because there's just so much momentum, and he has to rush back to the center, and that made it difficult for him to push back to play this backhand. He's already in this aggressive mood, right? Trying to hit this hard shot, trying to get his feet moving so that he can get ready. And when this shot comes, this is what I call a nothing shot. You're not going to hit a winner out of this. So one big thing that players need to learn, especially in the game of double, is that you have to know when a shuttle is a nothing shot. You know, it's either here, it's either there, or in this particular case, there was no way Aaron could have hit a winning shot out of it, unless you're like, you know, world-class player. So he didn't have to hit a hard shot. He was also already off balance as well. But because he was trying to be aggressive, he floated the shuttle up, and Aaron was in a position to smash. The other problem is when you're trying to play aggressive forward, aggressive shuttle, and you feed the opponent at the height that they can smash, that front court player has no time to rush back. It's just so fast. She's not turning around to see what Erin's doing. She can only react when the shuttle go past her or once Eric make a move. And by the time Eric moves up, see, there's just nothing she can do. She's stuck, right? And that's what I meant before about the backcourt player has to play a shot to involve the front court player. This is a shot where you don't involve the front court player. That front court player was left stranded, right? I would have just reached up and do a little block, which means what? The front court player would have seen that opponent rushing forward. They would then rush to the net, and then she would be able to either, intercept, do net spin, or force that person to lift. And if they'd lift, Erin then would have been in a much better and more stable position to do that smash afterwards. So the backcourt player, for all the juniors out there, really, don't think you have to hit a winning shot on every shot, okay? If you're struggling to get there, if you're off balance, why don't you set it up? So then you're able to get the next shot as your smash shot, and you'll be in a much better position. Get more power, get more stability, etc., etc. Do not feel that you have to hit a winner all the time. Soft shots in double as equally as powerful and dangerous as a strong shot. I mean, I have won so many rallies off the delicate, soft touch. And you don't use a lot of energy either, right? So important. So this was another typical shot there. So this serve here. Okay. So once again, is overcommit on the shot, right? Obviously, Mainland's at the front. She has to stay at the front, because if they do a soft block here, the fact that Erin moved back to hit that shot, there's no way he's going to go to the front. So she has to stay at the front. So once again, he has to figure out what kind of shot he can do to involve the front person. Instead of doing a smash hit like that, he could have easily done a drop, or semi-fast drop, everything in control. And then Mainland would have been able to come in to help. And as you can see, because he was very aggressive with his shot, after he landed, he decided to shift back really to the middle really fast. The shuttle was already crossed over to our side, and Erin was still going to the other side. So there was no way he could have get this shuttle. So they just overcommit on the shot and on the movement to get back to the middle. So in single, they talk a lot about isolate the half of the court, so then you don't have to move a lot. In double, exactly the same thing. You can really comfortably isolate half a shot if you learn to play smarter and good, and with good quality. Beautiful cross court shot there. And Mainland start picking up a lot of those cross court by Eric during this second set. So that was really nice to see. And if I show you as well, do you see as Eric about to hit, Mainland was doing a little bit of a split step, and they was able to get her across there. So split step, guys, split step, front court, back court. Everybody should be doing them. Okay. So serve come along. So see, whenever I serve, my first priority, so if you guys out there, when you're front court playing, you serve, your first priority after the serve is do not let them do a net shot like that. Okay? Yours, make sure after you serve, your racket is ready and get ready to brush a shuttle the moment they come over. And trust me, once you do this once or twice, they will never do a drop shot on you after the serve again. They'll be too afraid, right? Even if you stuff it up, they know that you're going to be ready to attack a soft return back at the net. So it's so important for Mainland to really be aggressive with her position after the serve, aggressive with her racket position, so that Zuni will never do a drop shot, like a net shot like that again after a serve. So now she has to lift, right? So Mainland didn't control the net as much as he should have, okay? This is fine. This is fine. Beautiful block down here. This is fine. So as you can see, Do you see how the difference between Malin played that shot to Aaron played that shot? Malin did a block. Really beautiful block. She's now ready. And look at where Eric is hitting the shot. He's hitting the shot all the way down here, which means he has to lift. And when you lift, she has time to get ready, right? Right? But if you watch here, Aaron trying to be, once again, being aggressive and trying to smash. Mei Lin is still trying to figure out what's the positioning, and she rushed forward. And because their smash came, and it came at this kind of height, Zuni was able to return the smash back really fast. So for all the boys, or you know, females, when you play double and you're smashing in a game of double, smashing it hard to smashing it steep give you two different kind of return. For me, I will always value a steep shot over a hard flat shot, simply because the steeper the shot, the more distant the shot will have to go up, which means there's more chance my front partner can do something about it. And even if it go past my front partner, I would then have more time to get the shuttle. But if I hit hard and flat, and they're able to read the play and they're able to return the shot, I get a block, a cross court, or whatever, I just don't have enough time to get to the next shot. So I will only do a hard smash if I'm in a good position to able to get to the next shot. If I'm in trouble, I'm deep in the corner, I would never do a hard smash, because I know the shots won't go down and I'm just going to be out of position. And this is a really good example of it as well. Good spin. Yeah, and this is what a mixed badminton rally should be all about. And if Malin and Aaron can just do this all day, every day, shots rally after rally, they would be able to be quite comfortable with a lot of opponent. So the service come, Aaron just do a little soft, right? Malin should have come across there a lot faster. Lift come up, Aaron come back, Malin come across, that's fine. Shots come. See how Aaron didn't do a hard smash, he did a soft smash. Eric is hitting well below the net, and that shuttle come up, which means now Malin has more than enough time to come across. She will spin, and that spin come along, and with that the little bit of spin, that's enough to create some confusion, and that lift come along and it went out. So easy. Such an easy point, and it's a very controlled and easy point. And if Malin could learn to spin the shuttle even more, that shuttle will go out even more. Okay, so that's fine. When you play in a game of double and the female come across to intercept this, it is so important that both players recognize how important it is for the female to try to go for that and don't leave it to the back player. Whenever teach kids or anyone else, I always tell them, the front court player, go out and make mistakes. You got to try to go for those interceptions. That's the only way you're going to learn. And the back court player, they really need to encourage the front court player to go for those interceptions, because the better they are at those interceptions, the more likely the opponent going to live, and your team will get the attack, right? So when the front court player make mistake, the back court player is so important for them not to get annoyed, but to encourage the front player to even go after those shuttles even more often as well, right? Lucky point, such a lucky point. That was not a good smash. See, so once again, Malin should have, no, she hit a little bit higher, right? That's fine. Okay, so if you watch this point here, look at how aggressive Malin was to go across here. She was already here. See, her foot is not near the center anymore. That left foot not in the center. She started overcommitting on this side. Okay, now. So Aaron, if you see this, that was a great shot. You didn't hit it too hard. If you hit it really hard, what happens there is that when Eric came across, that shuttle would have been a lot higher, which means Eric would have been able to hit across more like waist height, and he will have way more power and way more option to do with that shot. But because that shot was dipping towards the floor, because that shot here was not very hard, it made Eric's shot a lot more loopy. You see that? And that's why Mei Lin was able to get there. Now, Mei Lin also did a great shot because, as you can see here, that wasn't a hard brush, right? A lot of people would have gone to that shuttle and trying to hit hard, and guess where it would have gone? Straight into the net, right? So it's really important for the front court player to recognize when they have a chance to put pressure on, but they have to know if they can't hit a hard shot, and they had to try to hit a control shot, right? So that was a great point. This is the kind of shot that if Mei Lin hit that shot and make mistake every single time in the game and they loses it, it would worth all the mistake and all the points. And for all those people that played front court, this is a kind of shot that you have to go for it and learn to be better, but you just have to go for it, right? She was a bit too aggressive. She was trying to brush it down. She should do a little push. That would have been really great. But yeah, at least she went for it, so that's fine. Nice. So as you get better at this kind of interception, right? Okay, so why couldn't she kill this? So let's have a look. One of the big reasons why she couldn't kill this is because her foot was static. What would have been better if she was able to take this right foot forward, lower her energy into her hand, and she would have been able to put a bit more pressure on that shot. Another option she could have done is just do a block. That block would just softly fall over the net, and that would have been as lethal as well. She did well to do that spin. Not bad luck. Great clear by Zuni. Okay, that first shot's fine. So guys, like once again, you know, when you're in a difficult shot, a backhand smash while it's going away from you, not many people can do that. Li Sijia, maybe, you know, but not many people can do that. And that's what I mean when you're being over aggressive. A better shot would be just to clear it nice and high, and then just set up and do it again. Trust in yourself that you can defend, okay, right? But if you hit a shot like that, which is technically very, very, very difficult, and the chance of it going over is maybe what, 0.1%, and the chance of it winning as well is even lower. So you're taking all the risks, and they are taking all the rewards, right? It's so important to give your team a chance to defend and get to the next shot. Nice. So as a front court player, so as you can see here, see how that shot landed in front of Eric? If Mei Lin, once again, if Mei Lin had did a faster push, Eric would have been able to get to the shot at high height, and he would have been comfortably punched it away. But because that shot there, I think Mei Lin did a bit of slice as well when she hit that shot, and that's why it dips down here, and that's why Eric was just too hard for him to get, because it was dropping and it was in front of him, which make it really difficult. So for front court, even back court player, you know, little push goes a long way, and you win that point without much energy at all, right? So once again, just overcommit on the backhand. Nice. Should have done a net spin there. Yeah, okay. That was a bit unfair. I got caught the net, so I probably caught Mei Lin out. But a net spin would probably have been quite good. How could have they played better? Alright. Personally, cross-court smash is really dangerous. It's honestly really dangerous. If Zuni was able to hit that any harder, they would have been in so much trouble to go across here. So I would only hit a cross-court smash if I'm able to get it down. Because if I can't get it down, that return will come back really fast and flat, and your teammate will be in trouble. So if you guys watching this out there, cross-court smash, only do it when you can do a steep angle. Okay. Good interception and good backup by Aaron as well. Good defense. Okay, so where's the return? So serve the return. So see, Maylin was way too late. She should, at the moment she saw Zuni move, she should have fly across here rather than wait for the shuttle. So that's another thing that Maylin needs to improve, is that she has to see the plays happening on the other side, commit to that movement before they hit the shot. Because by the time they hit the shot, guess what happened? Oh, you have to live. You see what I mean? You have to live, right? But that's okay. She lifted high. She trusts herself in defending. So that's great, right? So this is fine. Now, as you can see here, she didn't lift very high. And there's a purpose for that, because that means when the shot come back, it'll be about this height, and it's really easy to defend. Do you see what I mean? Okay, if she lifted really high, then Eric has more chance to smash down low, and that becomes a lot more difficult to defend. And for a small girl, crouching down and hitting this shot, it's really easy again to smash. So this is fine. So this here, she should have just, that's a difficult shot, such a difficult shot. She just do a little push past Zuni, just a push down here. And if she was able to do that, they would have lifted, and then Aaron would have got the attack. Okay? So once again, she just did too much out of the shuttle that she didn't have to do. Okay? Yeah, beautiful push to the backhand. Nice. Good bouncing. Yep. Good job. That was a very, very safe rally by the kids. And what I mean by that, they smash. See, that's a lovely block, right? That's a lovely block right there. Smash, just block. He didn't have to jump across. He could just step, and it would have been a lot easier for him, right? Smash, nice block. Because it came back too fast for Maylin. She stood there, right? So what, Aaron, if you're watching this, it's really important that you don't try to hit and go back to the center every time. Stay where you are and split. Because if you stay where you're and split, you can push yourself off away really easily. But if you skip back and back and back and back and back and back, oh, that's a lot of energy, right? But that was a good point by the kids. See, once again, just clear it, right? Don't need to jump, right? Alright, so Maylin did well. Maylin did well to take that really high. And once again, this shot here. Oh, that's a difficult shot to come across. Really difficult shot to come across. You know, so this is the kind of shot that Maylin needs to hit all the time, knowing that the other side, it could be Eric, it could be anybody. Most of the time, it won't work, right? See, this is what I mean. Like she, look at how high that shuttle is. She had so much time to attack it. So rather than have the racket down here, that racket head should have been up here rather than down here, and that's why that shot didn't work, right? Nice. Oh, that's a difficult shot. So guys, when you're falling like this, you're basically dragging all your body weight to the left and down, and 99.99% of the shot, that shot are going to get dragged down and into the net. So once again, she would have been aggressive. A lot of instances when you're over aggressive the net, that's when you lose a lot of points, right? Nice shot. So in this serve here, I think it would have been better to don't go cross court, just go down the middle, right? It would have been easier for Aaron to cover as well as Mei Lin to converge into a single point. But when you go cross court like that, it's hard. So they need to learn to attack, head towards the seam some more. Yeah, that's a good shot, right? And this is a kind of shot of what I mean that the backcourt player needs to do to bring the front court back. Look at this. He jumped up, he does a soft shot. Guess what happened? That shot gonna come back, and Mei Lin was able to play that shot. And look at Aaron. After he hit that shot, he was just standing there, do nothing, right? Why? Because the front court player is actually being engaged, right? If he had a hard shot, the hard shot come back, Aaron had to flying everywhere to get the shuttle. But because he was able to engage Mei Lin at the front, he can relax and get ready, right? Perfect. Perfect how you play them as a backcourt player. See, beautiful shot. And he was able to come across, get to the next shot very comfortably, right? And this is once again the danger of going cross court. Do you see that? So as you can see, cross court, it's just so high. He couldn't get the angle. So Zuni was able to push back. But because the moment Mei Lin saw the shuttle go on cross court, she had to go across. And then she couldn't push herself back fast enough to get the next shot, and the error happened. Channel attack, guy. Channel attack. Just go down the line. Keep it simple. Don't have to make it fancy by going cross court, especially when you play against good player. Oh, lucky. That was out. That was out, and the ref gave the opponent the point. They probably could have won that second set. Nice. So this was a patient play by Mei Lin. She probably should have killed it a little bit faster, right? Okay. So this here, that was the wrong shot by Mei Lin. So she trying to be. That little flick there was too strong. Do you see that? Eric was struggling. If she just did a block and just landed in front of the service line, they would have won that point. She got it. She came back. Okay, so this is one of the biggest problems that probably 99% of the front court player do. Okay, her racket's here. Now watch. Her racket's up here. Oh, and now guess what happened? The racket's now behind her. And why do you think that's the case? Because she wanted that flick in the power. She doesn't need that. And just by doing it here like this, that means the shuttle have just dipped that little bit more, right? So rather than this, she should have reached up, and that means she would have been able to hit the shuttle right here rather than here, right? And that's why the shuttle had to go up rather than down. But that's fine. That was a patient play. And then she went for the kill. And just when she able to intercept here like this, as you can see, there was a weak return. And look at where Aaron is smashing. Right here in the middle of the court. And that's why they could kill it, right? So even though Mei Lin could have killed that a little bit earlier, but just by being patient, build up the pressure, that really good smash came from mid-court rather than back here. Made a huge difference, right? Oh, flick serve went out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. They won the point. They could have won it better, and I'll show you how. So hopefully, Mei Lin, Aaron, you can watch this, and you can be better next time. Okay. Flick so dangerous. Okay. Right. This is a bad position right here. It's so important that the boys believe in the girls and have faith in the girls. Aaron should have been up here. He should have realized that Mei Lin could easily handle that shot at the back and commit. Rather, he was just standing here because he's waiting for the lift so that he can smash. It's so important that the boy play their position as a front court, right? So he left, that's okay. Smash come along, that's a great smash, great block. Okay, so once again, as you can see here, Aaron didn't want to commit forward, right? When that shuttle go up, he was still standing here. He should have been rushing up to here, and he would have been able to get that prevent that block shot from happening. But because both kids were just back here, there was nothing he can do. So the way Mei Lin hit that shot, that was correct. Drop that shot to bring this partner in. But that partner have to believe in her and have to be there already. Lift him up, nice and high. Get ready. That's fine. Okay. When you see an opponent struggling to get to the shot, like Eric is now, look at both of them. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. Why are they waiting? Do something with the advantage. If I was Mei Lin, I would have rushed up here, and Aaron would have rushed back here, which means she would have able to intercept that a lot higher up and a lot on the front court, right? So trying to be aggressive with your position is actually quite hard, and it need both people to actually work with it as well, and especially with the girls. You know, if the girls could be more aggressive with the position, then the boys would know more what to do as well. Okay? Nice clear, is it? Oh, just out. Bad luck. Oh, that was it. Well done, Aaron. Oh, that was a terrible serve. I think that was 19-0. I'm pretty sure that was 19-0. So that was like, oh, pressure. You know, pressure of like serving at 19-0. It is what it is, right? There's nothing you can do. Okay, so this is once again, as you can see, the shuttle get flicked. Great flick serve by Zuna. She did lots of flick serve by Mei Lin, which, you know, they really should. Mei Lin did a shot down the line, right? Nothing fancy. But as you can see, because she's hitting a little bit hard, that shot came back hard. And that shot was very comfortable height for Eric. The other problem as well is that once again, Aaron didn't commit to covering that side. So by the time he went over, it was too late. So that last shot, Mei Lin should probably do a softer shot and force that lift a lot more. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Aaron, Mei Lin, everyone else. Jaden, if you're watching this, I'll send that to your mom as well so you can watch. So hopefully you guys can learn a lot from that video. It's 40 minutes. If you watch the whole thing, you would have learned a lot in that 42 minutes. And anyone out there that watched the full thing, you will have learned a lot as well of how to be better at double. Thank you so much for watching. Squeeze the subscribe button. I'm a little bit dry now. I mainly did that video for the kids so they can learn, but hopefully anybody out there that could sit through the whole 42 minutes, that's a pretty cool lesson for you guys as well. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.